It's Sara here, and I am an Italian surgeon working in London. I first met Mark 7 years ago during an IELTS course in Cambridge. At that time, I was quite frustrated because I wasn't able to reach the score of 7 in the writing task of the IELTS, but I wasn't quite sure why and how to improve my writing skills further. Of course, my fear was to keep failing it and not be able to get my registration as a doctor in the UK. Mark was one of my teachers in class, so I approached him and I asked if it was possible for him to give me private lessons after work, to target my goals better and correct my mistakes. Mark was always available, extremely helpful and patient with me, and he was immediately able to identify my mistakes, stopping me from reaching the score of 7. He was also able to predict the most common habits he inherited from my Italian language background. He has a very structured way of teaching, and we focused in several parts of the writing task, such as vocabulary, topics, grammar, and time. And his structured way of teaching, making tables and lists of the most common formulas and phrases, was really helpful. I always kept his notes in front of me while I was exercising for the writing. And of course, meeting with Mark and talking to him on a daily basis improved both my writing and speaking considerably. In fact, Mark used to correct me also while I was having a general conversation with him, but always without making me feel examined or uncomfortable in any ways. Since I started practicing with Mark, I could see my English getting better and better, and I was able to reach the IELTS score desired at my next attempt. As of today, being a cardiothoracic surgeon in London, I'm using what I learned from Mark on a daily basis, for instance, when I'm writing up notes, reports, or scientific papers. Mark was the first and fundamental step that made my dreams come true, and I will always thank him for that. Thank you, Mark, and good luck to everyone.